It's Sabine again with Beanie Bits. Question. Do you want your cake and eat it? Right? I mean, who doesn't? But I mean, it is hammered into us. It's like, well, you can't have the cake and eat it. It's either or. I mean, who told you that it's you have to make a choice? It's either this or that. You cannot have both, right? The sad thing is, and hey, guilty right there with you, we believe it. We believed it. Right? It's like, "Oh, man, if I have this and I can't have that," and all of those things. Well, who told you that? In my case, it was my parents, and the other adults growing up. My guess is it was the same in your case, right? But what if I told you you can have both? What about that? How about that? How many people are out there that have both? I mean, how many people that are rich and famous have it all? Right? It's not either or, it's and. The difference is the mindset, the way they're thinking. They don't think in terms of limitations, like we have growing up, and some of you still do. There are no limitations. It's limitless. There's so much abundance all around us. Everything we want is already available. And I said in another episode, if it's possible for one, it's possible for all. Right? The difference is what's going on in here and in here. That's the difference. If we believe it's like, oh man, it'd be so nice to have that, da 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 da. We're like, yeah, we feel that, and then the conditioning comes in. It's like, yeah, but if I have that, then this, and all the negative things come in because this is what we were taught, and we believed it. Stop believing that. Stop believing that you really truly can have it all. I'm living proof. I'm having it all. And the things I don't yet have, I know they're coming. But it's not a thinking about either or. It's like, man, I want this, but if want that, then I cannot have this. Da 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 da. No, that's not true. That is not true. It took a while for that shift to happen for me, right? And it's gonna take a little bit for you too. Maybe hey, maybe you are awesome, and it's just overnight you decide it's like, you know what? Oh my gosh, she's right. I'm done with this, and boom, right? You just switch your thinking, and it's like instead of the either or, you have the and more. And I like that. Like when I do my affirmations, you know, um, I was told, and I don't know about you, but I was told when I first started that it's like, well, you do your affirmation, you ask for the money you want and you put in the date and everything, which is great. By all means, do that. Right. But add a couple of things. Add a couple of things. And when you do that, it is so good what happens, right? So for instance, I put out a couple of years ago, I want $100,000 or more. That's the thing, or more, whatever amount of money you want, you always add or more. Don't limit yourself because if you ask for a penny, you get a penny. If you ask for more money, if you get a penny, well, that's more money than what you had before, right? So be specific in what you want. And for us, it was $100,000 to pay off debt, right? And but I put in it's like, ooh, or more. I'm driving or more. It's so awesome. So you put in the amount you want or more, and then you put in the date you want it by or sooner, right? I'm driving or more, and I got it all sooner. That's how that works. And then you just let it go. You don't worry about the who's, the hows, the what's, the whens, and all that junk. That's none of your business. You put in your order to the universe, to God, to whatever your higher power is, right? And then you just let it go. You let it go. Don't attach to the outcome. Just trust that it'll come and it'll come better than you could have imagined. And it does. But that's the thing. It's not an either or. It's an and. And. And is so awesome. And I want this and that. And maybe this too. Right? But it's and instead of or. And again, when you put out what you're asking for, or more, whatever the amount is, or more, and then the date you have because you want a date, or sooner. And just pay attention what you get. It is so amazing. It is so amazing. And I cannot wait to hear what your results are. It'll be amazing. So here's the thing. Yes, you can have your cake and you can eat it as well. It's so amazing. And what a delicious cake it is. But it really has to do up here, right? And the thing is, at Napoleon Hill Institute, if you want to join our daily study, which is so incredible, and it's okay if you can't make it every day, every morning, that's okay. You have access to the recordings, and I highly recommend you watch them because the information you get in there, it will catapult you forward and help you so much achieve what you want, right? I mean, I read the books Think and Grow Rich, The Science of Personal Achievement. I've read those books a long time ago and I read them a couple times. But actually studying them and going deeper into it makes such a difference. Such a difference. I have learned so much just by listening again and then listening to the takeaways from people and the questions some people ask. And it's like, oh, I didn't even think about that. It is so amazing. Join us in the daily study, Study and Grow Rich with me. I invite you, and it's only $1 for a 2-week trial. Or you say, hey, what heck, I'm in $99 a month. Worth it. Worth it. Best investment on yourself you will ever make. Trust me. It is so good. So, anyway, that was it for today. And I will be back tomorrow. And remember, you can have your cake and you can eat it too. So, I'll be back tomorrow. Y'all have a great one. Bye.